Fellow writers, creatives, friends. In every writing class I've led, students have said they were looking for accountability. So I incorporated a check-in at every meeting where we'd share what progress we were making or where we were getting stuck in our writing practice. This provided accountability through the expectation that we were all going to write outside of our time meeting together. It provided mutual support and encouragement. With this series, I hope to provide that same kind of accountability. I hope you'll write along with me each week, and I hope you feel supported and encouraged as you do so. This is a chance to build a writing practice, to get some words on the page, and check in with your creativity. This is Writerly Mindfulness. I'm Amanda Corbin with Milestone Art Collective, and I'll be here every week as part of my practice to share 3 things: an entry point for getting words on the page, a simple mindfulness technique to help us settle in, and 10 minutes of writing time. The entry point is a prompt, an example, an idea, or something to get us thinking and hopefully inspired to get some words on the page. The mindfulness technique is a simple exercise to invite calm and stillness so our creativity can flow. Don't worry if you've never meditated before, it won't be anything complicated. And then the 10 minutes of writing time is an attempt to dip into the flow state. I like unstructured, stream of consciousness style free writing, where we're not censoring ourselves because we know we can always come back later or not. For today's entry point, I'd like to share a passage that I first heard read aloud on a podcast called Practicing Human, hosted by Corey Muscara. The passage is written by Lao Tzu, the author of the Tao Te Ching. Always we hope someone else has the answer. Some other place will be better. Some other time it will all turn out. This is it. No one else has the answer. No other place will be better. And it has already turned out. At the center of your being, you have the answer. You know who you are, and you know what you want. There is no need to run outside for better seeing, nor to peer from a window. Rather, abide at the center of your being, for the more you leave it, the less you learn. Search your heart and see. The way to do is to be. This is simple, but of course, sometimes the simplest things can be the most profound. Those last lines in particular, the way to do is to be. But what if we applied that to our writing? What if we got out of our own way and practiced non-judgment, just for now, and let the words we write just be? They might be good, they might be messy, or they might just be the words that get us to the next right word. For now, can we get them down and let them be, saving the judgment for later? So our entry point today is in those lines. With whatever you're working on, can you try to trust your inner knowing and see what quiet whisper you hear in the back of your mind when you hear these lines? At the center of your being, you have the answer. You know who you are, and you know what you want. You can think of it as an experiment to jot down the words that come to you, just to see what they are. And you don't have to commit to them, but just see what comes up when you listen for what's at the center of your being. If you're writing fiction, you can get inside the mind of your character with these lines. Who are they? And what do they know they want? What answers do they have? And where are they looking instead? And finally, when they search their heart, what do they see? To continue with this concept, today's mindfulness technique is centering. You may have heard the phrase grounded and centered, or heard of the idea that you should recenter yourself when you feel out of touch with yourself. As someone who's very aware of and tends to take on the emotions of people around me, centering is important for me. The hard part is remembering to do it. But it is very simple, and I'm going to guide you through how I center myself and invite you to try it. To start, take a deep breath in, deep enough that you feel expansion in your abdomen, and then let it out fully. Now bring your attention to your solar plexus, which is the area in your midsection between your heart and your navel, behind your stomach, at your core. When you next inhale, imagine drawing your energy, your power, your essence, or whatever you want to think of as yourself and your being. With the inhale, imagine drawing that into this place in your center. And then exhale fully. Let's do that one more time. Just inhaling and drawing your energy into your center. Allow yourself to feel solid in who you are. To trust your inner knowing and be present with yourself. Hopefully you're feeling calm and centered and settled in, and we can start our 10 minutes. To start, I'll read a few lines again for us to use and explore ourselves, fictional character, the speaker of a poem, or whatever we're writing today. At the center of your being, you have the answer. You know who you are, and you know what you want. If you're still feeling compelled to look outside yourself for answers, or what are you looking to? What window are you peering from? Which is to say, what is the perspective you're writing from? And what attitudes and beliefs do you have from this perspective? It has already turned out. I'm comforted by that line. What if you trust that all the words you want to write are already there inside you, and all you have to do is let them out? Search your heart and see. Sometimes what we think we want is not what we find when we look deep into the innermost parts of ourselves. Is what you or your character wants what they really need? What's really deep within them? And that's 10 minutes. I hope you had some luck with your writing, or at least enjoyed being centered in the moment. I'll be back here next Monday so we can start our week with a little creativity. Until then, I'm wishing you inspiration, peace, and practice.